All right, cool. I think we are good now. As you can tell, a lot of sections are carved out. It's starting to look more like a composition instead of just a loop and a bunch of blocks just all in a straight line. Now they're all carved out and we're looking better. So we're going to do a little bit of mixing. I'm going to walk you through what I just did. And yeah, here we go. So we created the intro. We created some of the chorus. I decided in this section to create a pre-chorus, so something leading up to the chorus. I'll just play it from the beginning for you. Here's my little intro. So here is the pre-chorus, and then it kicks into that flute melody. Cool. Now we have our verses. Kind of walked you through that already. We have that pre-chorus once again. I took away those hi-hats in that pre-chorus. I forgot to do that right here as well. And I'll leave them in at the end just for a progression effect. All right, cool. So that's that. And I created a little bridge right here after the third chorus. So this song is just going to be quick choruses, quick verses, and a pre-chorus. So here's that bridge part. Yeah, so as you can tell, I really stripped down all these different elements, and I just kept that one little synth loop. All right, cool. So yeah, that's that. Let's get into a little mixing. The first thing that I noticed right off the bat when I played this was my kick is not mono, it's stereo. If you have headphones or speaker monitors, you can definitely hear that it's stereo. So we are going to make that mono. Let me see. I like to just use a mono EQ. I just threw in a Q8 on it from Waves, just to make it mono. I don't really need all those bands, but I guess if I want to EQ the kick a little more. But it's kind of sounding good. I like the way it sits in the mix, so we can mess around with it a little bit. But my priority was just getting that mono. I believe the snare is mono. Yeah, snare is definitely mono. So yeah, let's see how those sound in relation to the track. We can switch by hitting tab in Ableton, and you can, yeah, that's my kick right there. I don't know why this is so short. There we go. Yeah, I'm just, I float around different DAWs. Today I'm using Ableton. It really depends what my session is in, but I'm not so quick with Ableton just because I haven't used it as much as Machine or Logic or Pro Tools. So forgive me if I'm going a little slow, but I feel like this is all right. So I have the kick right here. Yeah, I think it sits well there. We're going to check out our snare. So a great tip I learned off of YouTube, I forgot which channel or series it's from. I think it's from the Kush Audio, like Kush plugins, something like that. But I forgot the guy's name, I'm sorry, but he gave a really good tip about mixing the snare, and that is, don't just listen to the snare, listen to the way that the snare reacts with all the other elements, and that's a way better way of blending it with the track. So we're gonna try that out. That's too loud. like the snare right there. I wanted to give some smack. I don't feel like it would interfere with the vocals too much, but obviously you would need the vocals to mix with the rest of the drums anyways. So we're gonna leave it at that. I think that sounds pretty good. We have the hi-hats right here. I'm gonna throw another EQ on the hi-hats. And another cool little trick I like to use is the wider. I forgot where that's at. So one of these. Yep, right here. I'm going to put a wider on these hi-hats just to give it a little more stereo field. So yeah, it's a good trick if you want to, if you have mono hi-hats and you want to make them stereo. And I'm going to try something here. It's good to experiment. If you have an idea that comes up in your head, throw a plugin on, see where it takes you, and if you don't like it, you can scrap it, but if it ends up sounding good, then that's even better. So right here I have the Mondo Mod, which basically just shifts everything left and right in the stereo field. So you can select the speed at which it does it, the rate. So we're going to mess around with that. Kind of like that. And we're just going to bring that mix level down. And that just gives it a little bit of movement. I also hear some low-end information in these hi-hats. I'm just going to take out some of that. It's really unnecessary. And what I can do here is create I'm going to create another band, and I'm just going to boost. We're going to see how that sounds in the mix. Yeah, we can mess around with this mix knob on the Mondo Mod, and a little bit less than that. I'm going to settle around 40. It gives it a nice subtle movement. And we're going to mess around with this EQ a little more. I like the way it sounds just like that. I think it's at a pretty good level. The thing I like about these EQs, and mostly all plug-in EQs, you can select this output setting. So instead of touching the fader here, you can just do it there and make your cuts or boosts. So yeah, I like the way that sounds. We also have this ride cymbal more prominent in the intro. It's very subtle. I'm going to throw another EQ on that. I'm going to take out some of that low-end information. We're going to listen to it in context of the mix. I'm just going to boost it just to hear it. So we have that there. I'm going to boost the highs just like I did the hi-hats. I like the way that shines. And I can bring that level down here. Yeah, I want it subtle. I don't want it too prominent, even though it actually does sound pretty good the other way. In this context, I want to leave it low. Actually, it's kind of high in this intro, so I'm going to automate some volume. To slowly bring that in. Cool. I can even bring that up during the chorus section. Just for some excitement. So I can do that. I could probably, I'm going to copy this little section and paste that for here. Cool. And I'm going to do that for here, this chorus as well. And I can do that for the last chorus, even though I have that faded out right here. But cool. So automation is definitely a great tool, great trick, just to create some fluctuation in volume, some excitement, some crashes, all that. So let's see where I can go next. I'm liking the sound of everything so far. Obviously, I'm going to group these drums. I'm going to group these drums together, put them through a compressor or a parallel compression or something like that. Add some more processing to that, and I'm going to group together some of these other elements just like I did in my last video, so check that out if you want to see a little more in depth of the routing and the bussing. But for now, we're going to leave it at that. I think everything sounds pretty good. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to keep this series going. Leave a comment, subscribe, like. I hope you guys have a good day / night, and peace.